Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I am so glad that you guys can join us today. As you can see, I got a different background here. I'm trying out this new green screen thing. I think I'm liking it. I'll get the opportunity to change a background, every time I come on. But we got a great show for you today. I am so excited. I know I say that about all my guests, but I am so excited because we have one of my mentors on here today. And let me tell you, I hope y'all ready. So grab your notebook, grab your pens, because she's going to be dropping some jewels that you don't want to miss. And if you do miss them, hey, you can always go back to the replay and watch it. So further ado, I want to introduce Michelle Snow. And I'm just going to go from there. I'm not even going to give you all her titles because there is just like so many. So I'm going to bring her on. Michelle, I want to welcome you to the show. How you doing?
Oh, my queen. I am doing fabulous on this wonderful Unapologetically Me, right?
Yes.
So you already know, I told them yesterday when I did the update, this is going to be a royal smackdown. Just think about old school 80s when we did the WWF. We're going to lay it all down today. It is going to be the Royal Rumble, right?
There you go.
So whether I'm Macho Man, Savage, or whether I'm Hulk Hogan, we're going to get it in today, my queen.
Yes, we are. Well, I want to say, first of all, welcome everyone that's joining us. Good morning. Good afternoon. Actually, good afternoon. Michelle Snow, Platinum Connect and Vision to Performance Coach, and so much, much more. I just want to give you a little background about this woman here. There's not too many people that I follow and watch them in their business. One, I don't have the time. And I would say the business model is not set up the same way that mine is. But I watched this woman here when I started a little over 3 years ago. And I just wanted to know who she was. I wanted to be in the room with her. I loved her energy. I love what she was doing in her organization. And she didn't come to me saying, can I be your mentor? I went to her and said, I'm adopting you as my mentor. So, we started from there, but I pursued Michelle to come and talk to my women's organization. And we just kept passing each other. We couldn't connect. And I just finally called her in the car. Remember, Michelle, one night, y'all know where you're coming from. But I called you in the car. And I'm like, Michelle, this is Felicia Shankin, the Philadelphia Women's Network Connection. Listen, I want you to talk to my ladies. I've been after you. I'll do whatever I need to do in order to get you to come and talk, to the ladies. I think I'm probably one of your biggest fans. I think that's what Paul just said. Check out Michelle, the wrestling fan. You know how Paul feels about you. But anyway, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so excited. I'm like a little kid. I couldn't even sleep. I got up at like about 6 or 7 o'clock this morning and I couldn't sleep. I was so excited. I was like, what are we going to talk about? Because there's so many things to talk about. So I'm going to shut up and I'm just going to let you take it.
So let me say to all of my kings and our queens who are listening, God bless you. I bid you good greetings. I mean, we are just, this enthusiasm is not just about our genuine love and passion for each other as sister queens, right? As peers in this industry, we can be this overjoyed and this enthusiastic because you are truly the wind beneath our wings, right? We are putting in the investments and the time and the money and the sacrifice in technology and relationships simply because we want to be a beacon of light for you. We want to be a resource and an alliance that you are proud to be connected to. So, Felicia, have you ever been in a situation where you were embarrassed?
Yes.
Because you were connected to a person? She's like, oh my God, that's my girl. That's my dude. And what are you doing?
Well, you know what it is? We're such big fans of one another. And Paul and I had that conversation this weekend. He said, you know what I love about the relationship of you and Michelle? You guys are fans of each other. He said there's no jealousy, there's no competition. You guys root each other on. You'll go in my group and you'll root me on. I'll go in your group and I'll root you on LinkedIn. I might put a post that's been sitting there for 12 hours, but who do I see at the bottom? They got my back. Michelle Snow.
And you know, and Felicia, my hope is that those who are watching and enjoying our conversation, what they will see beneath this is how to partner in a pandemic, how to build healthy, strong, lasting relationships, how to overcome the challenges that occur when building relationships with an equal peer, right? I mean, listen, let me just be honest. I was raised an only child, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That means your girl love a photograph. Your
Mm-hmm.
girl, I do enjoy attention. But guess what? I can admit it. But
Mm-hmm.
with that being said, you have to have a flip side. You have to have another side that says, as much as I love supporting me and what God is creating on the inside of me, I need to have that same kind of love for somebody else. And that's where a lot of times our industry peers or other influencers or leaders, you fall astray. Because quite frankly, we can see a Felicia who's on global this and is on this platform and received this $10,000 grant from Google. And you look at yourself and you say, wow, well, I've been in the industry just as long or longer. Why not me? Pause. Let me say to you, I have been there and done that. Those early days of creating and building the Michelle Snow brand, man, I was not always this enthusiastic about my community because I had to overcome my own jealousy issues. I had to overcome my own envy issues. I had to overcome my own malice issues, right? And I tell this story because I want you to understand that becoming a great leader, we have to overcome some really embarrassing character flaws. But
Yeah.
here's the good news. Own them,
Mm-hmm.
acknowledge them, and
Mm-hmm.
address them, and allow God to make you somebody else, to create a new creature within you, right? And so in our display of our affection, make sure that you're taking a note if you are a new influencer, or the truth is you still have some insecurity issues because you still sit home sometime in the dark in sadness because you look on social media and you see what appears to be, and Miss Felicia, let's spend
Mm-hmm.
some time with these
Okay.
appears to be popping significant or successful individuals. Everything, kings, everything, queens, starts with allowing God to mold you, make you, and shape you. Repentance and apology and self-reflection are the core key components to being able to enthusiastically support others, right? So let me stop here, Miss Felicia, because you might have a specific question before I get into this appears to be.
Well, you know what? I love that because you know me, I'll sit here and just let you go and let you do your thing, because I'm sitting here learning jewels myself. What I like about what you said is the fact of what things appear to be, because you and I both know we leave our egos at the door. When we're talking to each other, you'll send me an inbox. Guess what? This is about to happen. I'm getting ready to do this. And I'm like, yay. And I share it before you say, no, 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 don't share it yet. Oh, it's already out there. What do you know? And I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'm so excited. And you'll do the same thing. Like there's some things I'll be like, Michelle, mum's the word. This is what's happening. Like, some things now that are coming down the pike that I haven't even spoke about yet. But we leave our egos at the door. We're powerful business women and we're powerful together. And what I love about our relationship is we're here to serve. That's what we're here to do. And that's our whole motto when it comes to anybody that we come across is we're here to serve. And I love that about you.
And in that, if you are going to, if our audience and those who we serve and support and love and cheerlead, you're growing your brand to become an influencer or one who is creating a tribe, I would recommend that one of the key components in the character that is necessary for you to sustain a tribe, right? Because it's easy to create a tribe. People love new. People love flash, people love exciting, and people enjoy money. So to be able to gather people quickly and put them under a brand, that's easy breezy. Sustaining them and maintaining them over years where they're dedicated to you and they follow you through thick and thin, that is something else. And so one of the key components to the success of building a tribe, maintaining a group in a village of integral people is, how do you see yourself in relationship to them, right? And so while I have no issue with the tribe, the community, and my peers calling me sister or sis, I'm okay with that, right? I want you to see me as an extension of your family, but I don't just want you running up to me, hey sis, because what happens is you get common and you begin to insert, well, I thought we were friends, or I thought she was cool. And then you begin to break down the ability for this influencer to serve you, right? And so what happens a lot of times is when people show you genuine love and they show you genuine kindness and they humble themselves to support you, sometimes some people make the mistake of making them comment, oh, that's my sis, oh, she cool, maybe, but don't forget that they are a gift and an asset to your life. Don't bring them down common like your homegirl, right? See them as special. Not that we don't have flaws and
Right.
weaknesses. Yeah, we put our pants on and our jewelry on and our makeup on the same way as you do, but we are significant. We are a special part of your life. And so be mindful of that, honor them, keep them, hold them sacred, protect them, protect their mental health, protect their spiritual health. You're a gate for those people who you need assets from. If you're constantly making them common,
Right.
drawing from them, pulling from them, taking their value down, you're going to mess around and they won't be able to be in position to serve you. That's one. And Felicia, I got to talk about number two.
Okay.
Number two on creating a tribe and becoming an influencer is, do not allow yourself to get into a space where you begin to see your community beneath you, right?
Mhm.
You want to always allow yourself to be in awe. Wow, God, you would allow me to serve Felicia? Oh my goodness, you would allow me to serve Dante, this wonderful man or woman of God? Like, always allow yourself to be in awe and enthusiasm and in humility that God has placed something in you to be able to attract his best. And how you maintain that, as far as one of your standards, is don't always run around and saying, this is my this is my little sister, this is my little brother, right? Because that already has a connotation in it that you're bigger and that you're better, right? Do not allow yourself to use that language, because what you have done is you have put a barrier on the ability for how big, how strong, and how amazing this person is that you can serve. Because if I'm always posturing you beneath me, right? I'm always posturing you as little sister, little brother, little nephew, right? I'm always making a conscious effort to lower you, to deify myself. I do not allow God to do what he's got to do in your life. The student always becomes the master. And so for me, I'm thrilled when the people God give me to serve, to coach, and to love become greater, become stronger, become
Mhm.
more successful, because I can go back and say, wow, you used me to help them do that. And then number three, Miss Felicia, I've got
Mhm.
to say this. Once you open yourself up, that you may be in position to train, teach, lead, mentor, guide, and show kindness to a future master, someone who may become stronger, better, or more successful than you, baby, you getting set up. Hello? You getting set up. Do
You
you
know,
know?
it's so true. That is
Okay.
so true. You know, it's so funny because when I come around you, I'm the student. I'm the student. I'm not Felicia, the leader. I'm not Felicia anything. My title when I'm around Michelle Snow is a student, because I know that you are going to be dropping so many life jewels for me to pick up. First of all, because you've been doing this longer than I have. And let me go back a little bit. Michelle and I met at a time in my life with this business when I was just beginning. I was still green behind the ears. I had no idea what I'm doing. Hell, I still don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun. And I was very green, and I offered this opportunity to a lot of people that came across my journey. Come with me, do this with me. This is what I'm going to do. This is my vision. This is what God gave me. I see this being something great. This is going to be bigger than I can even tell you about. This is what I see. I offered this position to so many people that came across my journey. I won't say my path, I say my journey, because journey, they're passing through. You're learning the lessons. And they weren't kind to me. They weren't kind. And they came with their own agendas. They came, whatever it was of theirs, but it wasn't in line with the purpose that I had. And I got to the point that I was getting discouraged. I was getting depressed. And here comes Michelle Snow. Here comes Michelle Snow. And what I love about her is the first thing Michelle will say to you is, don't bring no drama. Don't bring no mess. Don't bring none of that. I am here to serve. I'm here to live out my purpose. And that's all I want to hear about. So she kind of took me under her wing. And it's so funny. I remember the people that I would reach out to that I wanted help from who wouldn't return my calls. Felicia, PWC, what's that? They didn't know who I was, so they didn't return my calls. But guess what? Guess who's in my inbox now? Guess who's on my telephone now? Guess who's in my LinkedIn now? Okay. So she took me under her wing, and like I just watched out for me. And it's like, and I tell anybody, I'm like, I will always be loyal to Michelle Snow and the Michelle Snow Network. Anytime she calls me, whatever she needs, if I can do it, I will do it, because I know that she's in my corner, she has my back, and she has always been there from day one. And that's why I love you the way that I do. And I don't have a problem telling you, hey, that's one of my mentors. And let me tell you, I had some strong mentors. I have one, this Asian woman. She might be 100 pounds if she's wet. But let me tell you something. She took me for 1 year and trained me on nothing but mindset. She would not turn me loose. She said, I will turn you loose when you can tell me everything I told you for the first year. She don't accept second place. She don't accept third place. If you are not first place, she don't even want to be bothered, because that's her. That's her. And she brings it. She brings it. So she was one of my mentors. So I try to surround myself with these strong mentors. And Michelle, of course, you're one of them, but you're more than a mentor. Your family. We have developed a relationship and a friendship that I love, You know, it's great. It's great.
I'm honored. I mean, I really am. And that is exactly why these key, the only reason why you can have someone speak about you like that is if you follow these key components, right? And so that last piece, Felicia, which leads exactly into your testimony, is you are being set up. So when you are being set up by working with great people in the making, they come back to you and remember you when they level up, right? And so if you dig a little bit deeper, when you really understand the secret and the secrets to working with people, is it's very personal. It's it's certainly psychological, it's emotional and spiritual. And so whenever you have bonded with someone who has helped you to be better, when they become better, if they were an integral person, if they have a heart, if they have compassion, they'll come back and get you. So now there are clients that people like me who have worked with in their beginning days, the Felicias who were pulling it together and seeking her tribe and trying to identify her best skills and her best assets to help people. Now she's global, right? And she's got these major government partnerships. Who's one of the first people that people like Felicia will go back to? They'll go back to who they first fell in love with in the
Yep.
midst of their growing. And
Mhm.
so all the time, the clients and the members within our tribe, when they make it and get to their first level of success, hey Michelle, I got a contract. Hey Michelle, there's an RFP. You know, we have another queen who is more experienced than me, who has certainly a lot more financial bandwidth than I do, more education than me, and I don't let that intimidate me. So I would say that that's the next tip. That'd probably be number 4. So I would
Mhm.
say, in this next tip is, no matter whom God attracts into your path, Felicia, right? No matter how successful they are, how branded they are, do not be intimidated to the point where you cannot give them something significant for their path. Right. And so what I'm saying to you is, somebody may say, oh, well, that's Michelle Obama. That's, that's the former first lady of the United States. Oh, my God, she's seen this and been here and done that. What can little old me do? If your creator, if the divine one, if God has placed the two of you on the same path and in the same place at the same time, then there's some sort of reciprocity here.
Right.
So you have got to humble yourself, pull on your coat of confidence, and immediately tap in. Hey, God, you put me in this situation. What is it that you want to see here? And so I gave the example about the queen who has a whole lot more experience and bandwidth with me. When it
Mhm.
was time, Felicia, I spoke into her life. I told her exactly what God gave me to give her. I said it with confidence. Who just called me for a 6-figure RFP? I said, well, what are you calling me for? Go
Mm.
apply for it and put me on it.
Right.
I'm happy to work for you. I don't have to have my name on the contract. Just give me some of the coins. Guess what she said, Felicia?
Hmm.
She says, no,
She
you
said
would
no.
you would be competing with me for this contract. She says, but you're worth it.
Right.
So may the best woman win.
There
She says,
you
I
go.
want you to apply, because if you get it, you deserve it. Right. And so, how much courage did that take? Because if I apply, I could get it. And I could say, thanks, see you later. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Right.
risk. But when queens reign together, come on, y'all. I want y'all to catch it, especially women in business. The men, y'all, you all got a leg up. But
Mhm.
when queens reign together, it's a different beast. I'm putting my light back on, y'all, because we have to humble ourselves and be confident enough that someone's going to come back and help us the same way that we help someone else. I'm putting my light back on, Felicia. Go ahead.
That's all right. While you're doing that, that's okay. You know what? That's what I'm saying. You drop so many jewels and it makes so much sense. And that's why I run my organization. Like, if you come into my Facebook group, you won't see ads about pop-up vendors and different events and different things like that. You Unless the events are going to work in the women's favor, I allow it. If it's about education, something that's going to grow their business, I allow it. But my group is a business group. When you come in my group, you are going to get resources. You are going to get how to find grants. You're going to get about names of grants. You're going to get resources, courses, one-on-one coaching. I might throw Michelle in there if she's doing something, or a couple other people in there. But this is what you're going to find in my group, because time is money. Time is money. And, we have to stay accountable to what our vision is: business, connection, and resources. That's what we do. That's what our mission is. That's what we're here to do. We're not here to compete. We're here to help you build your business. It's okay if I'm on Instagram and I don't have 1,000 followers. It's okay that I'm on YouTube and I don't have 10,000 followers. I don't even think we have like 50 followers on YouTube. I don't know, but it's okay. It's okay, because I know what I'm capable of. I know how I have grown this organization. I have had talked to women in this organization that know how they have grown their business through this organization. So that alone makes me feel good. For someone to come back to me and say, hey, because of you, I didn't quit. Because of you, I grew my business. Because of you, whatever. And you taught me that. You taught me that. And to stay humble and stay in the moment and to serve and share your wins. Don't be afraid to throw your wins out there. You worked hard. It's okay. It's okay. Throw your wins out there. Let people know what it is that you're doing. But I want to share this real quick, and then I want to show everyone, our audience, a little video about Michelle Snow. But real quick, I was talking to Michelle, and I was like, yeah, Michelle, I was like, oh, we're community partners now with Temple. I'm so excited, yada, yada. I know it took us almost a month to get the meeting, but we got it, right? So today, of course, was the call. I thought it was a call. So I'm in the bathroom. Half the hair is done. The other hair is up in the ponytail. So I'm trying to figure out why they're not calling me. And I'm like, well, was it supposed to be a Zoom? And nobody sent a link. And I'm like, okay, I get back on. We're going back and forth. So she's like, well, I'll send a Zoom. So I'm like, oh, God, my hair is half done. I got it half up in a ponytail. So I'm on my phone. So I cut it on my phone. And I don't have my camera on, right? And I said, I'm sorry, my camera's acting kind of funky and I can talk. But mind you, I think that's rude. When you're on a call with someone and it's a meeting and you don't have your camera on, it's rude. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. I put the camera on. She's talking. She's like, there you go. And I'm like, so mind you, I'm sitting there and I said, listen, excuse the hair. I'm having a hair moment. So she starts laughing. So just to imagine this part up with a ponytail hanging down and this curled. This is how I had the meeting.
Oh gosh, that's hilarious.
So I'm laughing and we're having a good time. But, I think what they like is the realness, to be the authentic self. And I think there was like a video I did last week and I was telling people about the grants that we were up for. And I was sitting on our patio and I didn't feel like moving anything behind me and it didn't look the greatest and everything like that. So I said to Paul, I said, did you see the video? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, what's wrong? He was like, you could do better. And I'm like, what? He was like, all that stuff behind you? No, you can do better. And I'm like, babe, it didn't matter because people want to see the real you. You don't have to be pretty all the time. You don't have to be made up all the time. I wanted to get the message out. He was like, yeah, but you're global now. So you got to do better. Yeah, exactly. And people don't realize, oh, thank you, Vicki. Thank you. People don't realize that Paul, look, you can't go wrong with being real. This is true. People don't realize a lot of my ideas come from Paul. A lot of my ideas come from him, talking to him. He helps me in the business and everything. And then sometimes he keeps it real. Like I remember the first time I got like 100 likes on one of my videos or posted something. He goes, that's nice. He's like, but 100's nothing for you. That's nothing for you. He's like, come and talk to me when it's 200. I'm like, what?
I love it.
Between you, Michelle, and Elizabeth, y'all just going to keep me just like going and going. But I want to stop here because I want to show we're a little over the half mark, but that's okay because we're going to run a little longer today because Michelle Snow is on here. So I want you guys to take a look at this, and we're going to look at this. We'll just set it up. Here we go.
We did it. We presented the all-new Black Entrepreneurs State of the Union. We presented you with brand new information on how you can grow your business through grants, trending news, resources, and of course, everyone's been talking. Michelle, what is the upgrade? What are you doing? We informed you of how you can continue to apply for money with us. Many of you were locked out of government contracts. You were locked out of resources. We now are going to fund you through our all-new nonprofit organization, which is Grow Together Snow Foundation. Each and every month, we're going to provide you with snow cash. Whether it's micro dollars or big checks, go over to our new site, which is thegtsf.org.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. Tell us about this Grow with Snow Foundation. Tell us about that.
Well, I mean, I love divine conversations because uh, I think this would be point number 5 if I'm on track. It totally bleeds into you setting me up into the audience. I I gave Felicia several different videos. Some of the videos I hadn't even watched. My editing team just gave it to me, and I just said, "There's probably something here you can use." So I've never seen that.
No?
I've never
Oh
seen
my
that
God.
commercial.
That is
No.
too funny. That's
I-
too funny.
So
That's
I'm
too
sitting
funny.
there like, oh, this is good. I'm laughing because, of course, I did it, but I did it raw, right? That's like the final output. And so, to answer your question about what's going on, point number 5, for those of you who are taking notes, is that when you are building your tribe, when you are creating your community, especially if you have a dedicated group, right? The ABC group, the ABC tribe, and you identify them, you give them a name, you give them a home and a place to grow with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are some beautiful things that happen in that group called collaboration and love and new relationships, but there are some ugly things that happen in that group as well, because what you cannot protect any group from is sharks. You cannot protect any group from wolves, right?
Correct.
Your people in there are similar to sheep, right? They're looking to you as the owner, the leader, and the ambassador to protect them, to lead them, and to guide them. And they lay vulnerable to your leadership. And so when you have that sort of system in place, there are those who are ravenous, who are outside in the world looking for their next meal. They're looking for table food.
Right.
They're looking for dinner. And
Right.
oftentimes in these delicious integral groups, they're going to come in there to be able to try to make an effort to steal. And so
Right.
what happens a lot of time in leadership, what leads us to the video, I'm getting to it, stick with me. This is point number 5 in creating your own tribe or group, and leading a network, is that you will sometimes watch people take a fall in your tribe,
Right.
and if you are integral, it's difficult at times. So let me further clarify that, because I know I've got to wrap this up.
Okay.
Sometimes you have people in your group who do not listen, who will not follow instructions. And
Mm-hmm.
they're so hungry and excited for celebrity and success and for the come up, that they allow themselves to go outside of the guidance of your leadership. And as a leader, it's painful to watch your folks go down that path. But this is where the Bible tells us to let the wheat and the tare grow together. You
Mm-hmm.
sometimes have to just watch a situation get choked.
Yes. Yes.
Sometimes you had to sit on the sideline, watch a
Yeah.
situation get choked. And if there's life afterwards, and if they're repentant, if they are apologetic, and they're willing to change, you come back in and find a way to serve them again. Which
Right.
which led us to, well, how do we continue to provide resources and help to our people that's tangible? So that's when we decided to open up a nonprofit, because we've been giving, we've been helping. That was why I have faced the edge of bankruptcy more than one time. That's my truth.
Mm-hmm.
These 8 years have not always been pretty, because I kept pouring from an empty cup.
Right.
And so fortunately, those days are over. Praise God. Amen. Hallelujah. We now have the nonprofit, where we can draw in help from other resources and businesses and organizations, to provide snow cash daily, just a daily couple of dollars to get through to tomorrow or next week, or grant that helps you to invest into who you are. And so that's all a part of this snow brand. Not only will you launch Land and Grow, you'll become your best self, you also get access to resources that will further help you on your path.
Yes, yes, I love it. I love it. And you have so many things. And I am honored that you asked PWNC to be a part of this whole process in some way. I know I got to get my videos over to you. I know. I know.
You
Just
too.
be patient. Be patient with me. Be patient with me. But I am so happy for you. The relaunch. And the funny thing is, both of our anniversaries are in February.
Didn't
Yes.
know that.
Yes.
Okay. All
Yes.
right.
Both of them are in February. And you're so right. You know, my group knows I will share everything and anything that I possibly can to help them get to wherever it is that they need to go. You know, and I tell people, I said, don't go behind my back. Don't go and try and do things that are not correct, because I will share with you whatever I have. That's not the way to do it. You know, as Tupac says, you know, I want to see everybody eat. We all got to eat. But when you do things like that, guess what? You can't eat at my table anymore.
Come on now.
You can't eat at my table anymore. You know, don't, as they say, don't block your blessings because of ego. Don't do it, because eventually things do come around to you. Like I tell people, what you see happening, this is a long time coming. This is years and years and years and years in the making. This just didn't happen overnight. You have to pay your dues. You have to pay your dues. But you know, like I said, I just love that everything you're doing. You have two beautiful new websites that you just launched. You were talking about your foundation, and then there's also Grow with Snow. So tell us a little bit about Grow with Snow.
So just to make sure, because there's a lot of growing going over here in the grow
Yes,
ring,
there
right?
is.
So there is the Grow Together Snow Foundation, which is our nonprofit where we
Mhm.
do the give back. We do charitable exchanges. We can receive your love to help other people, whether it's teaching, development, or actual physical tools and resources. But I am a businesswoman. I'm a CEO. I am a coach, and I'm a leader and an influencer. And so our LLC, we have two, but the one I'll spend time on is Grow with Snow LLC. Goes right with the website, which is growwithsnow.com. And that's where we can do business together. I'm really proud of the fact that God has given me the grace and the stamina to serve probably over 1,000 individual businesses and clients, not to mention the thousands that we've spoken for or shared for. And so, for those of you who are looking for a place to grow or to find a trusted coach, our mission is we nurture you and your business for world impact. And so, between us being the best in the game for matchmaking, I'm going to say that I'll pop a collar if I had one. We are the best at it because, number one, we don't do it for pay to play. It's not about if you give me $5, then I'll give you service.
Right.
Our business matchmaking is from the heart. It's with love. And when they act up, and when our clients don't do right by each other, I have done mediations. I brought in security. Tell me what happened with you. And then I will sometimes, if they don't get it right, I'll sever those relationships. So I'm not just out here putting people together on Zoom accounts, right? We're pulling lives and purposes, mindsets, and strengths together to serve in the real world. Because once you get off of a Zoom account, you got to go out there and live.
Yep.
So between team leadership, building your company, giving you tools and strategy, helping you with your business matchmaking. And I'm an executive coach. And some of you who are watching right now, you're probably getting a little bit bored, like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Listen, nobody can tell your story more confidently and more courageously than you do, right? And so if you don't have that kind of confidence to tell your story, you should be doing something else, because God brought you through sickness, some of you through divorce, some of you through other personal relationship pains. And so when you make it and become successful, tell that story, tell it with courage, tell it with confidence, and then live it.
Yeah.
Right? Don't just have a good, pretty story and a lot of pretty makeup and a pretty brand and all your likes and follows, and you don't live it, right? You don't have any experience outside of your Facebook account. People need to see you on the street, and you're still as powerful as you were on your social media. So I'm going to stop there, Queen. I know we are probably at the end of our segment, but listen, trust God. Use godly principles. Do not remove him from your business, and do what you said you were going to do. And when you mess up, get back up again, baby. Get up. Get a
That's it.
bandages, cuts, bruises, Felicia, black eyes. Get your butt up and do it again.
That's right. Because I remember, and then I'm going to show you something. We're going to come back. You're going to give everybody your contact information, and then we're going to get going. But I remember when we had a mutual friend that passed, and both of us, it was hard for both of us to get through it. It really was, because this man was a mentor to you. He had started being a mentor to me, and just the love that we had for him. But I remember calling Michelle to see if she was okay. And she was like, I was wondering if you were okay. And I said to her, I said, I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time dealing with this. And I remember what you said to me. You were like, you don't have to deal. You just got to get through it. You can, feel what you're feeling, get through it. There's no book there that says you have to be strong. That's what I was saying. I said, I'm trying to be strong. And you said, you don't need to be strong. You just need to get through it. This is why I love this woman, because she just be dropping them jewels. Let me tell you. But I want to see if you remember this here. I'm about to play something for you. Oh, maybe I'm not about to play it. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's okay. I was trying to play this. Okay, I guess it's not going to work, but that's all right. I'll put it back on us. But what I wanted to play, that was the video that I did for you at your media party. That's what I was trying to play. That's what I was trying to play, which is okay. They're just going to have to go on your website and see all the beautiness. That's all. But beautiful Michelle Snow, you and I. Oh, before we go, I just want everyone to know Michelle is Unapologetically Me official host. She has sponsored this platform for us for the whole year. So thank you for always believing in us. And I don't want to get emotional because I'll start crying. I don't want to mess up my makeup.
Don't do it.
But, no, don't do it. Don't do it. But, thank you for just believing in me, believing in my vision, believing in, I'm going to try to get through this. Just letting me know on the days when I feel like I can't deal with it, I can't do it. Why am I doing it? What's the purpose of doing it? Thank you for being there to let me know that, this is my calling. This is my purpose. This is what I'm here for. And it's going to be rocky days, and it's going to be hard days, and there's going to be cuts and bruises and black eyes. But on the other end of that, it's oh so beautiful. And thank you for always being in my corner and just letting me know who I am. Because I'll call you, be Michelle, blah, blah, blah. You'd be like, you're Felicia Shankin. You're Felicia Shankin. Remember that, you're Felicia Shankin. So I just appreciate it all. I appreciate, and I do not take our friendship, our relationship at all for granted. I never will. I never have. And I am so honored to have you be a part of my life and to pour into me always, constantly. I see what you're doing. You're doing some wonderful things in the community. And guys, make sure you connect with her on Facebook. Make sure you follow her. She's doing some amazing things. I get to the point I see you do something, I'm like, oh, shoot, now I got to step up my game because Michelle has stepped up her game. But, but I love you. I'm sending you virtual hugs, and I'm going to let you take us out.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, we hope that today in this conversation, you are just energized about the beauty and the power of sisterhood in business, extended family members in your career, in your life purpose, that when you get started, and whatever it is that God is tugging on your heart to do, the reason why you can't sleep at night, and you're having daydreams and you're being harassed in your mind about the thing you should do, there are people and leaders who you haven't even met yet that God is positioning to help you and to love you. I know you wish cousin helped you. I know you thought that husband would help you. I know you thought girlfriend would help you. It's okay to be disappointed. It's okay that it didn't go according to what you expected. But if God is tugging on your heart, I promise you, He is setting up people in legions across not only your territory, but around the world. I would love to coach you. I'd love to have you join our network. You can go to growwithsnow.com, where we help you and to support you in your dream. Go to growwithsnow.com. Bye, everybody.
Awesome. So Michelle, you hold on for a moment. I'm going to say goodbye to my audience here. So I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, thank you for coming today, for being a part of the audience. I hope you were able to get some great jewels from Michelle. I told you, get your notebook because there was a lot of jewels that she was dropping. You guys see why I love this woman the way that I do. And like I said, I adopted her as my mentor. So you guys only got a tip of the iceberg of some of the things that she offers in her organization and even the jewels that she was dropping. So again, make sure you connect with her. Her website is growwithsnow.com. She's Michelle Snow on the network. Thank you for joining us today. Everyone stay safe. Have a great day. And I will see you next Tuesday at 12:30 on Unapologetically Me. Bye, guys.